Well, we are in the content industry, and our next Brainsnack is coming from Germany. Sascha Adam is going to bring it to us. He has an experience at Axel Springer. On this moment, he is consulting people and media companies in monetizing the way you should shift paradigms. Where are you? There you are. Paradigms about content selling. Sascha, 7 minutes, all for you.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, first of all, good morning, everybody. Would like to give you some sense about me to understand why I'm talking here about that topic. I've been working the last 20 years in different companies. So I've seen the Deutsche Telekom, Otto Group, Lycos, and the last 4.5 years, Axel Springer. So I've seen a lot of transformation in the last years. And this is exactly where I would like to start. In my opinion, transformation, and this is a main message, is something very positive. Sometimes you meet people and they're kind of afraid. So I think transformation is very positive, and actually our world exists only because of transformation. And I picked exactly this here picture to display transformation because at the end it can be also very tasty. Belonging to the media industry, one part that is transforming is distribution. Actually, we shouldn't talk anymore about distribution, in my opinion, because the distribution, like we know it from the print, doesn't exist anymore. We should more talk about digital consumption. Yeah? So this is the reason also why different platforms, you guys know them, are evolving in the last 10 years, and even in the last year, more and more different platforms are evolving. So on the one hand, we have the big ecosystems, Google, Apple, Facebook, etc., and they are really anxious to get your content. You probably know that better than me. On the second area, we have paid platforms actually coming, or basically selling, let's say, the print e-papers via subscriptions. We have a lot of different companies over there. Some of them are trying right now to innovate also that part, like Blendle, selling to the users, finding new ways of selling unbundled content. And at the end, the third part are the free aggregators. Most prominent part is Flipboard, so they're trying to collect free available content and displaying it in another way. So I don't want to go deep into each of these companies. There's no time for that. So what I would like to present here is one way to understand why are these platforms evolving. And this is, I don't know, in my opinion, the starting point to maybe think about how to handle these platforms. And of course, one word, one expression, digital transformation, we hear that a lot of times, is the key driver. And I was thinking the last weeks a lot about what exactly is digital transformation and why is our environment changing so fast and so huge. And of course, the technology is the main driver. We all know that in the innovation. I mean, it's 5 years ago, we didn't even have an iPad. And today we are talking about Apple Watch and Google Glass. So this is really, really crazy what's going on. And this speed will continue, in my opinion. But second, we have the big phase of globalization, which started in the 80s, 90s. And this is also one thing that drives the complexity of today. It doesn't make our world easier, definitely not. And the third part and the phase is the generation change. So within the last 5 to 10 years, the new generation is showing us new ways of thinking, new habits, new attitudes, etc. So, one interesting point here, it's the first global generation, they call it. So, one generation that almost worldwide was influenced by the same influencers, in this case digital and Google. So, in all these three phases together are now leading to new paradigms. we start with authenticity. It's not new, but the importance is getting more and more. So think, talk, and act should be equal. We all know it's not always easy, but it's becoming more and more important. The second thing is individuality. That doesn't mean egoism. It's just that the customers, the consumers want their own personal needs fulfilled and desires fulfilled. And the third part is self-determination. So people want to make their own decisions. I don't know if you recognized or saw the presentation of the Apple product some weeks ago. And even Apple made a bad example or experience here. When they presented their new products, they launched, they uploaded the U2 album for free to the users' devices. A lot of the users weren't really happy about that because they weren't asked by Apple. So if we look now at all these new paradigms, what to do now? So, of course, we can't here in this short time to give special strategies. This is depending on each situation. But I tried to formulate some theses I would like to share with you. So the first thing is long tail is the key. This is, in my opinion, what you see in other markets also, like Amazon, eBay, Spotify, everything. So it's all about long tail. But of course, long tail is also can be very expensive to fulfill that. So maybe one solution is finding a niche or niches. We have heard that before from Ross Media, for example, who already are doing this. The second part is concentrate on journalism, like creating content, and maybe it's a solution to let others do the distribution. The third part is integrate the masses and let them participate. Participation is, in my opinion, a very, very important paradigm you have to look at. And focus on building a modern and fast organization. In my opinion, very, very crucial to exist the next 5 to 10 years. At the end, I found on INMA an article by Annette Novak. She's writing there about Spotifying content, a really great article. So everybody who's interested more in this sector can recommend this article. Or just let us discuss here, or I would be glad, of course, after the Congress also to discuss with you these developments. So I should be in time.
You have 1 minute left, I think. It's,
I timed it to 6:30.
Well, not bad. New strategies. Well, may I go back to the slides one moment? You said there were 3 main strategies.
Paradigms.
And which of those is the most successful? Which of those would you say, I would choose that way, knowing the news industry and the news media industry as it is today?
You mean of these here?
Yeah.
I think, to be honest, this one, focus on building a modern and fast organization. It's probably the most complex and not easiest one, but the culture is, in my opinion, what we need to modernize. And this is the reason why other companies in other countries, in my opinion, are faster. They're just simply faster. Because nobody knows what happens in 1 year. Nobody can tell that. But you need to adopt the thinking. Yeah.
We saw earlier this morning the Reuters Institute and the research they have done. We saw Germany, and Germany completely different, for instance, from Finland. Do you recognize that those figures?
Absolutely. So I found them really, really interesting, these figures, and they confirm kind of the feeling that I do have. I feel that in Germany the market is really like slower than other markets, and probably this is also, especially for Germany, one of the reasons for publishers or companies, because if the market doesn't adopt new things, then of course new products won't survive in this special market. But as I said before, we are in a globalized world. So if maybe the market is there in 2 years, there are other international players are already there with their solutions.
Okay. Well, what would be the reason that the market in Germany is not moving as fast in other markets?
Maybe it's because we are Germans. I don't know.
Don't believe so. There are a lot of Germans on stage here,
I
and
don't
we've
know.
had them. Any questions for Sasha? If not, Sasha, we are going to move on to the next German. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.